is the beginning of the next episode here. A couple things I just wanted to mention before we get started. I was filming a lot of little pieces of video before I ended the last episode, and I never got to put it into a kind of an appropriate timeline, and so they started to get out of whack, and that's why I kind of had to end the last episode kind of abruptly. I just wanted to explain that a little bit about how that happened. I mean, I could have kept going on and on, but it was getting pretty close to 20 minutes long, and I didn't want to keep a video stretched out that long. So last time we ended, I still haven't finished the fireplace, but again, we're not going to talk about that anymore. We're going to move on, and I'll work on that till it gets done, and then I'll show the completed project. So this episode, we're just going to work on a couple different projects. I'm not sure how long this is going to go on, because it's going to get quite boring pretty soon. Basically, I have my wall project. I'll have to get some more rocks for the stove. I started showing you the basket that I was working on. I'll get back to that. Some of these clips I have were filmed before I'm making this part of the video, so they might look out of place, but I'll try to keep it as sequential as I can. And another thing was, and I hope this looks okay, because unfortunately my good camera that I started filming this with is no longer here, and so I'm having to go back to a different camera that's probably not so good. I'm going to test it out, and we're going to see what it looks like. I can already tell it's jumpy. It doesn't have the good motion control like the other one did, so hopefully we'll get that one back soon, but for right now I'm just going to have to use this one. Alright, so we'll just splice in these other clips that I had, and then we'll try to get back on track. And look around. It's been a while since I've been out here. We got a lot of rain. Take you back to the fireplace again. It's still looking good. I mean, yeah, it's obviously wet again, but I don't see, again, nothing's falling apart. All the mud's staying where it's supposed to. Everything looks pretty good, so we're gonna hope it stays that way. And then we'll get back to my basket project, which I'll show you in a minute. Alright, so this is round 2. My first attempt that I thought would work failed pretty bad. I thought by putting the water, these dead pieces of bamboo might soften up. That's not the case. So I tried to bend them into a basket form and broke half the spokes. So I went down to the bamboo area and grabbed a couple of these green ones. They're a whole lot better. They can bend a lot easier. So I wasn't planning on doing this today, but this will be round 2. Just trial and error. Hey, I didn't know. I just thought that I could just use any bamboo and it would work, but I guess not. So we'll try this and see if it does a better job. I think it will. I will say that. So that's the original vine that I was talking about last time. I unwound it and used it again, obviously, as you can see. I mean, it's still pretty strong. I don't know if this one I hadn't put in the water, but yeah, it's still pretty flexible. So it's good stuff until it dries out. So, attempt number 3. So I definitely am not a natural basket maker. Actually, I have never made one, so this will be the first. But I'm sitting there trying to figure out how to keep these things bent while I put in the bamboo around there. And I kept trying to bend them up, hold it together, trying to put stuff around the top, and I could never get it right. And I broke a couple more, as you can see, but I think if I get some weave through there, it won't really matter. So I'm gonna try it again. It's fun, I guess. It'll be an accomplishment if I ever finish it. And if it fails, then oh well. I'll know what not to do next time. So it's been raining for the past 2 days, so I thought I'd walk out here and just kind of see what everything looks like. So my basket mold is still here. The fireplace is coming along. The mud's wet, but there's absolutely nothing washed off from when I left it last time. So that's great. I did put the bag over it to try to keep a little bit of rain off of it, but I don't know that it matters. But yeah, hey, can't hurt until I can get some sort of roof on this hut or shelter that I'm making. Alright, so we'll keep on going. I don't know how long I'll stay out here today. I do need some more rocks again. Man, it's a lot of rocks. But you know what? It's gonna look good when it's done. Man, I'm really happy about the way this is coming out. And my basket. So what I was thinking actually last night, another reason why I came out here. I'm sitting here trying to weave bamboo through this, and I can't get anything to work because you can't bend it. Well, you can to a point, but then it keeps breaking. So I don't know how. I thought about different materials, but I don't know what else is really out here. And I came up with an idea. I don't know if it'll work, but if I take some of these, well, maybe not these because I'm using these for the house, but if I go get some more, maybe some green ones because they'll bend again, they'll bend easier. And if I can take them and just kind of break them into strips, I don't know how long I can, because once I hit to the whatever that section is, I don't know if I can keep going through that. But those will actually bend a lot easier, and maybe I can weave them in and out through here. So I'm going to try that. Again, hey, you know what? It's learning. And if it does come out, I mean, that'll be really cool. That's going to be a pretty big basket if it works. I don't know. I hope this stuff holds up. I'm afraid it's, like I said earlier, it's going to dry out and just like crack apart. And then I'm going to have a hole in the bottom of my basket. But I don't know. Maybe it'll stay. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Maybe I can... Well, I don't know. Again, if anything, I'll just make another one. But here we go. So I'm just going to sit out here for a little while and kind of whittle and work on this thing, I guess. And I don't know. It's still a little early. I so want to put a fire in that thing to test it out. We'll get there eventually. Okay, well, here's what I have so far. I'm going to just go ahead and finish this thing off with this vine. As you can see, the bamboo just is not working out. I tried, but I can't get it to bend. I tried to do some slats, as you can see here, thinking it might be a little more flexible, but yeah, it's not working. So yeah, you know what? It's kind of fun. It's distracting me from finishing what I needed to be doing, but for now, I guess we'll go ahead and finish up this basket, see how it looks when we get done. There are tons of these vines. I wish I knew what they were. I don't know. I don't want to guess. So we'll just call them vines. We'll see how long they hold up. I don't know. Maybe them being woven like this, they might last a little longer. We'll see. Okay. Well, we'll keep on working on this, and I'll show you what it looks like if I get a little further or if I finish. All right. I apologize for this next bit of video. It came out so poor quality. I didn't realize it after I copied it off and started editing it. So if you'll just bear with me, my old camera is still out of service and I have to make do with what I got right now. So this is what's I would rather just re-film everything, but there's just some parts that I can't go back and unwind the progress that was already done. So I'm gonna just give you this little quick warning and bear with me. Alright, well, tell you what, one thing you don't realize when you're out here doing this is the amount of time everything takes. Man, okay. So, I started this a little while back, and this is as far as I've gotten. This has taken up way too much time. But, again, I don't, it might be handy to have later on. This really isn't an endeavor I shouldn't have taken on this early. Like I said in the beginning, it's a learning thing. As I'm going along, I'm learning what to do. But, I mean, it looks pretty good right now. It's very sturdy. Even the stuff that's on the top, that's kind of drying out, is still looking pretty tough. So, I think this is going to work out pretty well. I'm thinking about the way these projects are going and how to time all these in a video that makes sense. And that's kind of like fun to watch. So, again, it's a learning thing. I hope that as time goes on, I'll get better doing this. We'll have more interesting things to do and watch. But right now, I think we'll finish this and end the video and try to finish that. Oh gosh, I can't believe that's not done yet. Again, it's just, I didn't realize it, and I'm sure, people out that do this are used to it, but the amount of time everything takes. But you know what? It's still fun. We'll get there. Alright. Yeah. Even, I'll show this when it's done. Even if I did a time lapse, this would take a whole episode. So, when we get it done, I'll take a quick video or picture of it and show it to you. We'll move on. Okay, here we go. We're going to finish this up. There we go. A basket. It's not going to win any first prize in the local craft shows, but there we go. Alrighty, we finally got a project finished. Yeah, and it's pretty darn sturdy. So, okay, now I'm thinking about that. You know, I could probably go ahead and use it as is. I know I'm rushing things, but again, I'm falling behind on the stuff that I want to get done. And before I do anything, I do want to scorch the bottom of those bamboo posts before I put them in the ground. Now, I don't know, again, if that is actually going to do anything, but what I have read, when you do that, it dries out the wood, so no mold can get into it, and keeps the bugs out. So, again, I'm not sure, I'm not an expert, just what I've heard. So, we'll try it, and, man, it is so dang windy today. Can't really show you on camera here, but I've I've been keeping my eye out above me for any stray limbs, because there's some serious swaying going on. Okay, again, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's been kind of scary. It has been nice out, so it's finally warming up. As you can see, the trees are starting to bloom. Get some leaves on them. I'm getting some greenage in here and some thickness. I'm also seeing, hey, the tree that I was worried about. Oh yeah, it is definitely not dead or dying. Well, as far as I know, it's not. It's got leaves on it, so we're gonna say we're safe. Okay. Oh, I was fiddling around. I did find some string. I had some back at the house. It's not something I'm keeping out here, but I did want to try it just for the fun of it. I had to make a bow drill. So I had some string laying around, and found a good, nice bent branch. Haven't tried it yet. We'll see. I don't know. It goes against what I wanted to do originally, was not bring anything out here. Just to do everything by hand or by what I find in the woods, whether it be man-made rope or if I could make it out of something else. I don't think I could make it out of something else. Can't make string, so I'm not that good. But anyway, that's what that's there for. It was just something I was going to play around with. Okay, here we go. On with the next project.